Hello there, I'm Ken at Fine Server, and welcome back to Cubivore.
I'm Kid Coelacanth.
And I'm Ambasagras.
So, before we go on to the actual level, I have this from the first level. This is a secret little area. There's a little bush that's a different color, and it leads to a pale dark purple. And this is the best fucking monster in the game.
That guy has some goddamn swag.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it. Wait until you see this mutation and what it can do.
Yes.
It's a feather boa.
Stalking is like one of my
It gets
favorites.
even better though. Watch his reverse.
Yes! Oh my god.
I love it.
This is dope.
This is the best thing.
I can't even come up with a proper adjective for how awesome this is.
You thought you liked moonwalking before with the other purple beast.
Is it faster to go backwards this way?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, the quickest way to get around as a purple is to reverse everywhere you go. And do that ridiculous
scooting
walk.
around.
It's beautiful.
All I can think when I see that is haters are gonna hate.
I have a newfound respect for Piggy CFS.
And this is the this is that one love bit that I missed. I had to include this because it would haunt me for the rest of my days.
Of course.
Hey, it's Boshi again.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't worry, I'm not gonna actually fight him. This is gonna fade. I just chose a terrible fade point because I'm a terrible editor.
Gotta get
Oh,
everything.
Jip.
Anyway, this is the actual third level. We get the nice flavor text from Piggy CFS.
This is always one of my favorite parts of the game.
This is so Nintendo.
It really is.
Especially from this era, because this is when they were making all those other weird games like Animal Crossing and Pikmin.
The GameCube was a really good time for Nintendo to make experimental stuff.
Yeah, especially the early GameCube, like
Yeah.
first 2 or 3 years it was out. They made they did a lot of weird games. They
Yeah.
had like Doshin the Giant, which they never actually brought.
Never got to play that.
assholes.
I've
I
always
remember
wanted
seeing
to.
that in like Nintendo Power or something.
Yeah, it looked really cool. It looked kind of like a version of Black and White that didn't suck.
Yeah.
Hold up. This dude has a fat tip.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Last episode he was all like Southern, but now he's from the street. You know,
Ladies.
word on the street.
I guess when you ate that pimp dinosaur, I mean, that's what happened.
Maybe so.
And this is the greatest poem so far.
Ah, yes.
Should we start snapping?
Don't worry, these don't get any less cheesy. In fact, they get worse.
Hey, let me put on my beret. Let me put on my beret and tiny
Little
sunglasses.
T-shades, yeah.
All right, this place is colorful.
Oh,
Hey, you want to come into my love tunnel?
Hachi Machi.
Snap. I like the giant flowers.
It's romantic.
It's incredibly romantic.
However, before we go in there, we want to do a couple more things real quick.
Va-va-voom!
Vavavoom, yes.
This guy's a fucking horn dog.
Well, he's an animal. That's what they live for.
Animals live for sex and poetry.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't we all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, it's Boshi again.
There's a couple more creatures here to eat for experience. Truth be told, I don't actually remember what experience does. I'm sure it does something. However,
probably.
I'm having problems with the lock-on system right now, really bad.
That's this game for you.
Well, pimpin' ain't easy.
We also have another mutation over there, the pale dark cat. Get off the computer. The pale dark redicite.
If I may make one big criticism of this game so far, is that sun is fucking bullshit. That ain't no sun.
That's sad. Totally sad.
Sure it is. Also, I love the animation for walking as a bluicite, where he just crawls with his face.
Oh, poor guy. What a horrible existence.
He's getting some distance on it, though.
Also, last episode I said I didn't remember what bluicites do. Their gimmick is that they can lock on and pounce from a much longer distance than a creature, which is actually pretty useful for some bosses. Although I still think yellow overall is a better color.
Yeah, I've always kind of had trouble with the attacking system in this game.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Watching it, it probably looks like I'm not playing very well, but it's just a system that's...
Yeah.
Like the rest of the game, the system's kind of different, but it's not in such a good way in this case.
Cubivore is really the kind of game where even when you're playing it right, it still feels like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for the art style... Well, I mean, the gameplay is still fun, even though it feels kind of broken.
Yeah.
It feels like the attacking system is just press one button and then press this other button to this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, there's more to it. You can block attacks. You can also, you can reverse or you can sidestep attacks, which is pretty useful. You can get behind enemies, especially bosses. If you get behind them and attack them and they don't block you, you can land an attack that does a lot of damage.
Alright, so it looks like we've become the king now? And also we've attracted some fine honeys.
Well, we're the king of 8 Cubivores, which means that basically we have that many mutations.
Hell yeah. More pig babies.
Now we can pick who we're going to be reborn as.
Oh, we're not Piggy CFS anymore?
Oh no, we're still Piggy CFS.
Oh,
We're still pigs.
So I assume you're gonna go for yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can either be yellow or red. However, this yellow we can't get from this level. The red we can. So this is I mean, in addition to yellow just being a better color than red, this is also kind of about completionism.
I do like the amount of creativity they're showing in different combinations of what is essentially two shapes.
Yeah.
They do a pretty good job of that.
They do some really cool stuff with it.
Yeah, it's as the game goes on, it gets increasingly impressive, the things that they're able to do, considering the limited options available to them to make a creature.
Yeah.
Also, we're dead.
Oh no.
That is our old Cubivore. That is old Piggy CFS. He has died and is now decomposing in front of the Tunnel of Love.
That's pretty grim.
Did he fall off that pile of dirt?
I have no idea. All I know is that that's tragic.
Dad, no.
Oh well. Such is the way of nature.
You had your period tomorrow, and now go get laid.
Nature's a cold, unfeeling place where animals are murdered every day. Get used to it.
So this is the first level that's... I said last time the same thing, but this is the first level that's really kind of set up like the rest of the game will be. Last level had like the wilderness and whatnot, and the wildebugs. But most of them are more like this, where it's kind of more wide open rather than paths that you open up.
Hump points.
Hump points raise your regeneration, which I think it's like how quickly you regenerate health if you're in a spa, which is what I'm in right now.
Oh, okay.
Hump points.
Yeah, we started this off wanting to belly dance with females, then we went and mated, now we got hump points. We got it going on, man.
So this game was rated like NC-17, right?
Hell yeah.
Hey, it's a creeper.
Oh god, no! No!
Ugh.
I can't think of anything worse to have in this game.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm thinking... No. Nope, that's it.
Those are herbibeasts. If I recall correctly, when you kill a herbibeast and eat it, it restores all of your health. We'll be leaving them alone because we might need them for the boss battle.
Right.
Right now, we're basically going to focus on evolving into, or mutating into, all of the creatures available to us.
So is there like a selectivity when you go for creatures, or do you just go for like everything you see?
You just go for everything you see because you, in order to beat the final boss of this game, you need to have 100 mutations. But in order to complete the game, you need all 150. So you pretty much need to get everything that you see. Although I do have a specific order that I'm getting them in. Well, not a specific order. I have one Cubivore that I'll be mutating into last in this level.
You got a pretty sick mullet now.
Hell yeah. Business in the front, party in the back. Man, that's a great... You just tear ass, though.
And the business is murder.
Yeah, for straight up getting around levels, Grayodons are definitely the best. However, since you need to evolve into pretty much every creature every level anyway, it's actually not that big of a help, sadly enough.
Yeah.
You see there, I got a hit in that bluocyte from behind, and it did 5 damage, and pretty much just killed him.
Yeah.
You got to apply your sneak attack damage.
Yeah, well, it's not really sneak attack. I just think that there's like, they just take more damage. There's also specific instances, like if a creature attacks and they're like recovering from their attack, like they miss you and they'll do a somersault, and if you attack them while they're doing that, it'll also
Punish
do
the
more
whiff.
damage to them.
Oh, sorry. Fine game.
You got a haircut, I see.
These guys I'm going to leave for last. These are pale dark yellows. So not only are they yellows, but they're a stronger, like a stronger color. And as you can see, that is a good thing. Or will be a good thing for me against the boss, because that just did 8 damage to me.
They will fuck your shit up.
Yeah, and they will also fuck the boss's shit up, which is good, because this boss is where this game stops with the bullshit and starts getting kind of real.
Yeah, this is where it makes you actually have to think about what you're doing.
Well, yes, but I still don't think about what I'm doing, and I kind of just... I'm bad at this game, is what I'm getting around to. The targeting system is kind of not my best friend a lot of the time.
That's just kind of how it goes, though.
Getting a creature to do an attack and miss so that you can attack it is really difficult, and even more so when you're fighting a boss, because they're always flanked by other enemies.
Right.
Which you usually take out first.
I really love this design.
Yeah, I love playing as purples, even though they're arguably the least useful. Just being able to reverse everywhere is hilarious.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
It's sad that none of them are as awesome as the pale dark purple that we evolved into in the first level.
Yeah.
Kind of rampage bowl.
If I could play the whole game as that guy, I totally would.
It's not really a... No, I guess it's a decent bowl.
Getting beefy in the Rampage Bowl.
Woo! So this is interesting. You pretty much play Katamari for a few seconds, and you get scar points for it.
It's super tough.
You can actually go back into that and roll around some more if you're feeling really boring. I don't know why you do that, but they give you the option.
Man, this dude's got skill, man. He can eat backwards and everything.
Purples are awesome. Like I said, they are the most fun to play as, even if they're probably the shittiest. These purples and reds. Reds are also kind of terrible. So reds aren't as fun to play as either.
What are the advantages to the two again?
Purples can reverse fast as hell. Reds can jump really high.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this level, he actually tells you what he's able to do for each mutation, so I could have saved that whole spiel from last video for this one.
Oh, well. So it goes.
Hindsight's 2020. So we've got the last Wilderbug. It's time to go over and get those 2 pale dark yellows so that we can face the boss and not die horribly.
Yeah, look at him flap around. It's adorable.
He's trying so hard, but it's just...
This design, I don't understand why he just has this little flap off to the side.
It was really awkward before when you just had the one on the side and he had to kind of chug along on the side of his head.
Yeah.
God, that one's the saddest.
Like scraping your face against the ground just to continue moving forward. It's like little brother.
He's
I
got
could
the
make it on my own!
Oh, man. So, one of the things with reds is that they seem to, even when you hit, they do that. They do the whole, like, flip around thing, even if you hit your attack. Even if it's not blocked, they kind of, you kind of bounce away and do a couple rolls, and you're vulnerable, which is my least favorite part of being red.
Reds aren't the best for this, yeah. With the jumping, it's okay to get away, but... There you go, though.
You got 2 really awkward feet.
Deadly.
I've got 2 different colored feet that are kind of like, I don't even know, like I'm
Oh, look at that swagger. Just sidestepping everywhere.
Also, the sun went down, it's nighttime.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's what that little popping sound was. There is, sadly and surprisingly, this game doesn't have a dynamic night and day system. It just decides after a set amount of time that it's night now. We got more hump points.
Uh-oh.
I can't even imagine.
Is that guy chrome?
No, this is just what the bosses are.
This guy's one real tough customer.
This guy is this guy's no joke. If you come in here unprepared, you will die. This game, I wouldn't say it's a particularly difficult game, but I would say that compared to the last 2 levels, the difficulty curve in this game is weird, because it gets a lot harder than it was real fast. You don't really have any time to adjust to it.
I'm really enjoying this boss music.
All the music in this game is pretty ace.
It's really repetitive, but it's still got a good feel to it.
It's funny because it's like all piano.
Yeah.
And we're just murdering things.
This game's sound design in general is just really good. I like it.
I don't know what the hell was up with that. You saw he shrunk and like went under the swamp and like appeared back over there.
Yeah.
I played through this level once before and that didn't happen. I don't know what that was all about. I was kind of cursing at my television when it happened though.
Oh, I never noticed that the ripples in the water are cubes too.
Everything is pretty much.
Just the little things in this game, you know?
That rules.
When I first saw screenshots of this game, back when it was still supposed to be a Nintendo 64 game, the square ripples were what made me decide I needed to own it.
It's just such a nice touch.
They really went all out, sticking to their design plan with it.
Yeah, when you're a kid buying a video game, the strangest things will grip you, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wasn't even a kid. I was like 13, 14 years old.
I was just a fucking weirdo then.
Yeah. But so I'm not doing anything that I should be doing here, and I'm down to 12 hit points. Yeah, that was bad. I'm basically just trying to brute force this guy. You can do it if you're yellow, because you can get most of your hits will do only 1 if it's a normal hit. Some of them will do 2.
Oh no, Piggy!
Whoa, that was close.
Damn,
he's not dead yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're barely sneaking through here. Oh, you get re-health. Okay.
Yes, it refills my stomach points all the way. But fuck boss fights. It's time to go to sleep.
Oh God, really?
God.
Yes. This poem I don't entirely understand.
But you're not. You're a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the boss was talking about.
Yeah. This is basically the game giving you a hint on how to beat the boss. I tried to follow that advice in a previous run of this level, and I don't understand what it was referring to. Maybe I'm thick, or maybe the game's lying.
What was the thing that you mentioned how he disappeared for a second? That's what he was doing.
Well, that was one of his flunkies. I don't think he actually ever does it in this fight.
I don't know.
Flunkies, whatever.
Lackeys, goons, mooks.
Yeah.
It's really nice of him to take a break while you take a nap.
Yeah, I love how you just fall asleep right where you are. You wake up, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, let's keep on going."
Very patient.
You fall asleep, you're just like, "Oh, well, okay."
Luckily, once you have gotten one limb off of any boss, the rest of them is pretty easy. Every time you eat a limb, it seems like you recover full health, and they recover a little bit of health, but not all of it.
Yeah.
Woo! Man, we're making babies, we're getting hump points, now we got raw bones.
Yo, this text is intense, man. That stuff comes down with some power. Oh yeah, break out the trumpet.
I will never get tired of this victory music, it's so good. So, he can mate, so you know how we're going to be opening next video, given what happened this time.
Oh yeah.
Ideally, you open any Let's Play video with that. Just getting it on.
That's how I do.
So it looks like you got the ability to block.
Yes, well, I had the ability to block, but it's touchy.
Oh, okay.
I was actually trying to block throughout that boss fight, and I
wasn't doing much.
I don't know if there's a specific point where you're supposed to do it, or if I'm just an idiot, or maybe you do have to wait until the boss in order to block. The way the text presented it was that now you can block more damage.
Yeah.
So I would take that to mean that you could have done it before and just not as effectively, but I don't know.
That makes sense.
Anyway, just scroll through all the new guys we got. We got Petal, Pennant. Petal is the one that we mutated into when we
Got a lot of them.
We got Moraka.
So then, I guess the idea is then that you can choose from these guys after you mate.
No, only ones
options?
that have easy mutate on the bottom of them.
Okay.
You can evolve into them. Now, like I said, with Yellow, which was Petal, I chose him because you can't become him otherwise. Anyway, that concludes this episode, and I hope you'll join me next time.
Sounds good.
All right.